Everybody who walks into a courtroom wants to win, obviously. And of course, nobody can promise that, not lawyers, not judges. But what you should expect and what you deserve is to have due process, a fair opportunity to be heard, and to have your dispute resolved in a timely and expeditious manner. If I would be fortunate enough to become judge, what I would like people to say about me as a judge is first and foremost that they were treated fairly in my courtroom, that they were treated with respect and that they give respect. The second thing is, I think that I would like people to say about me, he got it, he was prepared before I walked into that courtroom. So he knew what I was talking about and was able to engage in a colloquy intelligently. And finally, whether you like the disposition of the case or not, I'd like people to say, once it got before that judge, he heard me, he was prepared, he was patient and listened, but there was an expeditious disposition of it so that it just doesn't hang out there over people's heads. I'm not a politician, I've never run for anything before, but what gives me grounding and what I would like people to grab onto is that I've done and acted a certain way, not only throughout my legal career, which approaches 30 years now, but also for my life, which I have a strong standing and grounding in from my parents, who have always taught me to be fair and reasonable, but also not to yield on principles, things that really matter. I think the law really matters, and that's what I would be applying. I do recognize that there is a lot of discontent in the country politically with regard to our institutions. I'm not pretending that I can change the world, but if I were fortunate enough to be elected judge in Blair County, I'd like to take the opportunity to make that part of the world something where people do have faith in it, and they go out and they understand if they come before the Court of Common Pleas of Blair County, they're going to get a fair shake. They're going to be heard. The more of that occurs, the more faith that people will have in the institution, which is the Court of Common Pleas. And that's why I'm running for judge.